What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to do another video in her must gag series. This is a series that I have been doing every 2 weeks this year, where I focus in on indie makeup. This is inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series, and I always have her Will I Buy It series and the community playlist linked down below in the description box, along with all of the Instagram pages that I tend to use for these videos. If you're wondering what's on my face, I did not record it. I just haven't been feeling like recording my makeup lately. I did a lot of looks recorded this month, and I just wanted to take some time to just be me and do me. My base is my typical base, nothing new about it. On my lips, I used ABH's Days and Bittersweet, and on my eyes, I used my Modern Renaissance. I did use a new mascara. It's the Bad Girl Bang mascara. This is a little too wet for me. I'm not a huge fan of this mascara. It definitely needs to dry out a much. Doesn't even make any sense. That's how much it needs to dry out. And I've only used it twice, so it definitely has some more times for it to dry out. So I'm excited. Once it dries out, I think it'll be a lot better. Just right now, straight out the packaging, it's just not for me. But I honestly don't have much pinned. I don't know if it's because I haven't really been checking for makeup, or if it's, you know, it's the end of the year, so people have just not been releasing a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about today are going to be a lot of the New Year releases. And I do just want to say one more thing before I stop talking. This was the month that I said I would buy makeup if I wanted to buy makeup. To date, I have not purchased anything, and I am recording this on Saturday at 8:47, so it is the 28th of December. I need to buy a hair scrub because my scalp has just been on fire lately, so that will be purchased through Sephora because that's the only place that I could find it. And I may purchase a neutral cream blush from Ulta. I think those are the only two things that I'm going to be picking up. I really don't need the neutral toned blush, but I do want it. I want to see if I can use it and if I will like the color, and especially because the one that I was looking for is no longer in stock or no longer even available on Ulta. I do want to take my points and use it towards something. Those are just things that I like to do for myself during my birthday month. And I haven't cashed in my Sephora points for the rewards. I don't think I'm going to do it because I'm only buying one thing this month, and that's all I'm going to be buying unless I actually need the products. And I won't be buying $100 worth of products this year because I won't be running out of that much product in the same month. So for me, it's good to just keep racking up the points, and we'll be good with that. With that being said, I don't think I have anything else to talk about, so I'm just going to scoot over to the side and we will get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is actually the Trend Mood box. This is a subscription box, and funny enough, she actually showed you everything that was going to be in this month's subscription box. So it is 2 Ole Henriksen products. It looks to be a cleanser and a daily cream, so like maybe a moisturizer. There's a Bite product. What is that? It is a Bite matte lip cream. There's the Natasha Denona mini tropic palette, and an Elsie sponge, and a lip glaze oil, and a fortune cookie. I don't know why the fortune cookie's in there, but let's save that to the end. Honestly, this box doesn't seem intriguing at all. I mean, there's no real eyeshadow palette. It's the Natasha Denona mini, and from what I remember, people were not checking for that mini. So the whole thing is a pass for me easily. Like, I wasn't even halfway interested. Tarte finally released the palette that they sneak peeked a while ago. It was a honeybee pattern, and this is it. It is for their Sugar Rush collection, and it's an eyeshadow palette. Looks to be a moisturizer, a lip oil, and then maybe a liquid lipstick. Yeah, the eyeshadow palette actually doesn't look bad. It looks like a warm neutral palette, and for somebody the age that they're marketing, this might actually work for them. It's only $27, so not terrible. And there's some scrunchies in a bag and brushes. Either way, this doesn't even look like my cup of tea. Honestly, I have enough neutral palettes. I have done a video about that. this year, talking about my top neutral palettes. I will have that linked in the cards in case you are interested. But yeah, this is just not for me. Stila has released some lip vinyl shades, so I'm guessing this is a liquid lipstick formula. I was not a fan of their liquid lip formula. I actually had some minis in my collection. During this year, I actually have already decluttered them because I did not like the formula. I never reached for them, so it's going to be a super easy pass on that. Fenty is releasing some eyeshadow palettes. Actually, they've already released. Let me find a more updated photo. I don't have it on more updated photo. Okay, let me find one now then. It's a video. There we go. Okay, so Fenty has released some new eyeshadow palettes, and I'm happy about that because so many people were complaining about her eyeshadow palettes that she's released. She's already released 2, and now she's releasing 8 in this launch. For me personally, none of these are really doing anything for me. It's just none of them are really my style, and on top of that, I have voiced it in the past, and I think I recently just voiced it. I am not a huge fan of mini palettes. As much as I think it's great for traveling, I do travel quite a bit for somebody my age and my lifestyle, but I don't travel enough to get enough use out of these mini products. I have a whole organized, like I have a whole drawer of mini palettes, not including the ones that can't really fit in there. I have too many mini palettes. I don't need to bring any more into my collection, so it is a pass. As for the color schemes, they're okay. I mean, there's nothing that's really like jaw-dropping to me, but they're okay. Aether Beauty released some new highlighters. They look to be like, one looks to be a true gold highlighter and the other one looks to be like a pinky highlighter. These actually both remind me of the 2 highlighters that I have from Dose of Colors. The goldy one looks like drop of a hat, something about sun, chasing the sun. That's the collaboration with Desi and Katie. And then the other one looks like my Bathe or Bath highlighter from the same brand, Dose of Colors, but that one's the collaboration with I Love Sarah E. So for me, I don't need either of those. I quite literally feel like I already have very similar highlighters in my collection. Sydney Grace has already revealed their eyeshadow palette that they're releasing in the new year. It is called Enduring Love. I think this is a pretty palette, but it's not my color scheme at all. And that was my problem with their first palette. It wasn't my color scheme. I do enjoy Sydney Grace's formula. It's just none of the palettes that they have personally released really work for me. Maybe I'll create like my perfect Sydney Grace eyeshadow palette in the future, or I will show you guys some of my favorite singles from them. But as of today, I still have not purchased one of their palettes. Charlotte Tilbury has released 2 new quads, the Rebel Quad and the Queen of Glow palette. So the Rebel Quad has 2 khaki colors and like 2 goldy colors, and I'm assuming the Queen of Glow Quad is the other one that has the purple, the green, and the 2 kind of pinks in there. Like I said, I don't like small palettes, and on top of that, Charlotte Tilbury is just too expensive. It's $53 for 2 eyeshadow palettes. I just don't need it. I don't need it. Tarte released the Spicy Betch palette. Tarte, why? Why did you do this to yourself? So this is a 8-pan eyeshadow palette. It is a warm neutral palette, and I think they thought it was cute that they added the little chilies on the design. No, sis. No. But this is an easy palette that I can do in my collection, and I don't reach for warm neutrals that often, and I actually have a palette that is pretty much this but an extended version, so it is an easy pass for me. RCL Beauty 101 released new packaging ideas, I guess, where you get a palette that's a triangle and you get singles that are triangles as well, and you can kind of build your own palette that way. I think this is interesting. It's inventive. Would I want this? No, because I don't like I would be irritated that my singles could only really work with themselves in this palette. At least all my other singles are either squares or either circles, so I at least have a good variety. This is the only brand that I know of that actually has triangles, and I'm already finding that difficulty with my heart-shaped singles, so I don't need to bring any more singles to my collection that just irritate my life's soul. Juvia's Place has released 4 new mini palettes, and I didn't even know this was a thing. I happened to be scrolling through my subscription feed and I saw Amy Hart's Makeup. She did a video with this, and I assumed it was the Colored Rain palettes, and then for some reason I was scrolling through my subscription feed again and I saw Juvia's Place and I'm like, what? Juvia's Place has mini palettes now? So this is new. These aren't bad color schemes, I must say. They actually are really pretty. I would say maybe not the nudes one. The darker, richer one, that's cute. The purple one, pinky one, I'm down with. And then the more purple toned one, I'm down with. The one that I'm not feeling at all is the nudes one. But for me, if I were to pick up any of these, I would literally straight depot them and put them in a palette together. I would not keep them in these 6-pan palettes. It's the same thing I did with my Colored Rain minis, and I love having them in depotted formulas or format, because now I can put them around into different palettes and create different color schemes now that they're not necessarily stuck in this 6-pan format. Urban Decay has created not only a new setting spray but also a primer. I can't honestly think of Urban Decay having a primer before. Correct me if I'm wrong, they might have. But this is their all-nighter primer spray and all matte, and then the all-nighter primer. If I was interested in one, honestly, it would probably be the primer. I am doing a pretty good job right now when it comes to my everyday primer, which is my Angel Veil. I'm knocking it down. But I do still have quite a few primers left, so I don't have any business bringing a primer in my collection. I can't remember off the top of my head if that's my only matte primer. If it is, I will need to bring another primer in, because I do enjoy having a matte primer in my collection. But I think I have another primer that I really want to get first. I've really been eyeing the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip and the Cover FX matte, or the Cover FX gripping one. I would like to get a sample of the Cover FX gripping one, but I honestly never go into a Sephora store, so that's why I haven't gotten one yet. But soon, hopefully soon, I will get one. Fenty has also come out with a mascara. This is, no, not, yeah, Fenty has come out with a mascara, and it's supposed to be releasing on January 16th. That's intriguing. It's supposed to be volumizing, lifting, and curling. I don't buy a lot of mascaras. I don't hoard mascaras. I actually just got, during the holidays, a trio set of mascaras. I'm using the one right now, and these are all from Benefit. I hear a lot of good things about Benefit mascaras, which is why I picked it up. And to be quite honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've purchased any Fenty products this year. Maybe the bronzer was purchased this year, but I purchased very few. Maybe after I hear some reviews, I'll think to get it, but it depends on how expensive it is. I don't like spending a lot of money on mascaras, and if I remember correctly, I got these 3 mascaras for maybe $27, and then on top of that I had some form of deal, so that's why I went ahead and picked it up. But for me, I just don't like spending money on mascaras. I know I can get my Essence mascaras and love them, so for me it just doesn't make sense to buy high-end or luxury mascaras. Makeup Forever has created some new packaging for the Lunar New Year. They have some of their eyeshadow palettes in red packaging, as well as apparently their powder and a powder brush in red packaging. I already have a few of these palettes. I like them, but then again, I don't. I hate that they're so constricting. And yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. And I also don't need any more Z palettes. If I do need some, I will probably get them from Shop Miss A. I just don't want to spend the amount of money that you have to spend for these products for the small amount of room that you can actually put in them. Another Lunar Beauty collection is coming from ColourPop. ColourPop is coming out with some skincare products. It looks to be 2 highlighters, maybe. Yeah, I would say though 2 highlighters. The darker one actually looks really, really pretty. I actually would like that one. That one could probably be like a luminous blush. No, it would be a highlighter looking at that swatch, but it would be very, very pretty. And they also have some Luxe lip products. I'm not a huge red lipstick person, so that's going to be a huge pass for me. But yeah, it looks really nice. I like that ColourPop didn't do a huge collection for this holiday. I like that they didn't do that. That's really nice. Thank you, ColourPop. But not something that's gonna have me feeling like I need to break my no buy. ColourPop is also coming out with the All Good Pressed Powder Palette. This is a very pinky, mustardy palette that is very intriguing. I might I'm gonna find some products in my collection and maybe do a look inspired by this palette, because I actually like the color scheme. I do. It's just too big for me, and it's not something that I cannot provide or create with the collection that I already have. But I would love to have like a pinky with a pink color in my crease, a mustard blown out in my transition, and something really nice and foiled on my lid. I think that would come out really, really nice. So I am intrigued by this palette, the color scheme, but I will not be picking it up. Love Luxe Beauty has come out with another eyeshadow palette. This one is called the Winter Woods palette. It's not intriguing to me. I like the one matte blue, but there's quite literally only one matte blue. I think they played it way too safe with this palette. They should add a lot more matte blues and a different variety. They could have kept the darkest brown, but I think some of the other shit too browns could have definitely been blues. At least the really light pale one could have been a blue. I would say if this is something that's screaming to you, based on the palette that I have, I would recommend it because I have enjoyed their formula both in palette and single form. And yeah, that's all I can really say. Kappa Ket, oh, hold on. Basic Cosmetics, Copacetic Cosmetics, I don't know. They released a palette in collaboration with Basket Case Beauty. I've never heard of her. Cool. I actually will follow her. I actually like her style, and she says she's a book lover. Hello. So yeah, anyways, it's a palette. It has a purple, a blue, 2 greens, what looks to be a brown. All of those were the mattes, and then they have 4 shimmers, kind of giving you a variety for each base matte. I think it's a really pretty palette. It looks to be inspired by the Northern Lights or some form of light situation. It is pretty, and yeah, it's pretty. Would I pick it up? No. Do I like the color scheme? Off of just looking at the palette, it does not scream to me. But that's not saying that I couldn't create pretty looks out of it, because I'm bound to be able to do that. It's just not something that I'm really, really screaming for currently. Smoky Glow and Midas Cosmetics are actually doing a collaboration. They've only sneak peeked the collaboration, showing that she's going to be doing an eyeshadow palette, lip glosses, and a bundle and an unrevealed item, so maybe a highlighter or some form of cheek product. I am subscribed to Smoky Glow, and congratulations to her for getting that collaboration. I have never tried Midas Cosmetics. There are a couple of palettes that I was like halfway on it, but I never pulled the trigger on them, so I can't recommend the formula or anything like that. But I will be interested to see further on what comes of that collaboration. Becca Cosmetics has revealed their Lunar Beauty highlighter, and this is, what is this? This is the shade Moonstone, just with the rat impression in it. I wish they would have done something more intriguing than like just taking a staple color and pressing a shade in, or a pattern in there. It just doesn't seem authentic. Not even authentic. It just doesn't seem necessary. Like, it seems like you could have done something more, honestly. But as crazy as that sounds, that's all I have. I don't know if it's because I'm just not checking for makeup right now. I am really just trying to do my best to really stick to this no buy. And I think I'm doing a really good job. Like I said, I gave myself the window to buy makeup this month, and I think the only thing that I'm gonna get is the one cream neutral blush, and it's from like Maybelline, so it might be like $7. So yeah, I'm only thinking of right now buying that one cream blush from Maybelline, which is $7.99. And then I need something for my hair. So those will be the two beauty products that I really purchased. I have purchased a few nail polishes, but they are repeat purchases from brands that I have grown to really love the formula. And I'm not really checking to bring any more nail polish into my collection. I have quite a bit of nail polish right now. And right now I just want to get used to them. Try all the new formulas that I've got. Try all the different shades. I think the only shade that I actually need is a black. As crazy as that is, I actually don't have a black nail polish in my collection. I might be getting that from Simply Nailogicals. I might be getting that from Simply Nailogical's brand, which is Halo Taco, or Holo Taco, I'm sorry. I actually already have two products from her, and I have enjoyed both products. So I will probably go ahead and get her one coat black nail polish because I have flown through a black nail polish before, and I loved it. I used it so much. So and it's definitely going to be a shade that I bring into my collection. I did just reapply and do some new nail polish today. And these are two from the brand Starly or something. I will try and put on the screen the shade names because I really don't know. I didn't actually look at them when I applied them. I just knew that I had them in my collection and I wanted to try them out. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I'm very content in my no buy, and I'm very content with like only purchasing that cream blush if I purchase it. I might not even purchase it. I'm not dying to have it, but it is something that I would like to try out. So we will see. I will let you guys know what happens. I will be doing kind of a bunch of like beginning videos in January. I didn't want to do them until after my current project pans and all that jazz ended. So I will be giving you guys a bunch of videos in December. If I do lapse and miss a couple of days or a week, don't at me. That's literally just because I need a break from posting every day in the month of December. And I will even be posting on my birthday, which is 2 days away. So yeah, just give me a little bit of a break if I do miss a couple of uploads. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. And as always, y'all, it has been a wrap.